Long time no see. I know after I put out that last video, it's been quite a while, and the reason is I've been fighting with career mode, and it looks like I might have just completed a mission, but as you can see right here, something's not right. So I don't know exactly what's up with this still, but this is the first career mission that I've finished in over a month. I've tried and failed so many times, and I guess fail isn't the right word. It's crashed out on me so many times that it's just been a frustrating experience, and I've only been flying in free flight. But this one actually worked for some reason, and I'm not sure if I did something different or what it could have been, but anyway, we'll go through it right now and just show you and just have a brief discussion because it's been such a long time. So I just want to see how everyone's doing and what everyone's been flying. So, like I said, it's been over a month and I've been stuck on this island for that entire time. I've tried so many different missions trying to get out of here, and every single time it's failed on me. So this time I'm going to do something a little bit different, and that is I'm going to skip the taxi portion because sometimes I found that it would crash during that or right before takeoff. And I've even had the worst case scenario where I fly all the way to wherever it is that I'm going to, and on final, it'll crash the desktop. And that is so frustrating. So just tried something different this time and go through the passenger briefing. And then I'm going to skip because anything I can do to try and make this work is going to be helpful. And it's also fun to play with the reverse thrust on the PC-12. We roll towards the runway. I know skipping isn't the greatest because this is all part of it, but career mode was just unusable for me until I tried this. So I don't know if this is a tried and confirmed method that's going to work for me every time, but it worked this time, and it's the only time it's worked for me in over a month. So I'm going to go with it for now and hope that it's what does the trick for me going forward. So just skipped ahead a little bit there so you didn't have to watch the entire taxi down the runway back to the start of the runway, but just line up my heading and get all the autopilot set up. One thing I did differently this time, and I hadn't been doing it before, and I wondered if this was the fix, and it seems like it is, or maybe not the fix, but the right way to do it is to turn on VNAV right at the start. Because as you can see over on the FMS, there's altitude restrictions coming up, and if we just go flight level change mode, it disregards those altitude restrictions, and it just basically pounds the airplane up to whatever you set your cruise to. But this time I try VNAV, and it actually works. I think it's 6,000. I can't quite see the... I can't see it right now because I got the communication window in front of me, but I think it's 6,000 feet where it's going to actually hold and then continue its altitude after that. That's still a few minutes away, so just give that some time. Yeah, you can see it there. So we got to be under 6,000 feet at one of the coming waypoints. So the VNAV is going to help us out with that. So I'll set up to flight level 250 and speed 175 is what I'm going to go with. Or 240 actually. So that's what it's wanting me to climb to. And then I notice I can cancel IFR. So the last couple flights I couldn't do it, and it's fine if you're going to sit with it the entire time and make sure you catch all of the ATC calls. But I've been so frustrated with this that I just wanted to sim rate through this, and canceling IFR is going to be a big help because I'm not going to end up missing a whole pile of calls. So turn that off. Still wants me to climb to flight level 240. I end up changing that up to 260. And things are good. Like I showed in the last video, the pressurization has finally been fixed in the PC-12. See, now we're past Florida. and still flying just fine at flight level 260, which is a massive change from before. So skip ahead. Instead of just showing me flying over the clouds the entire time, we're coming in on final. And this is at the point where I'm thinking, this might be too good to be true. Am I actually going to complete this mission? Or is it gonna be the same old nonsense where it's gonna just crash the desktop? It's gonna give me some unknown error, unknown exception occurred, whatever it is that usually pops up. But as I teased at the beginning, yeah, we're actually gonna make it in this time. So I'm pretty happy with that. So the skip maybe was the trick, because I didn't change anything else. I didn't adjust any of my graphics settings or any of that stuff. So I'm guessing that is the only thing that's different this time. And it may have fixed it for me.
Autopilot.
So I'll bring this baby down. Kick off the autopilot. As I showed before a couple months ago, you can actually drive it right into the runway if you want, and it doesn't really damage the wheels too badly. But on a VIP mission like this, I don't think it's a good idea because your passenger satisfaction might take a dive. But one thing they haven't fixed after SU3 is the hold short. Like it's on the wrong side. Anyway, I'll stop on the right side and talk to ground first, and then to satisfy the mission steps, I'll roll forward and stop inside that box just to make it happy and get myself that check mark. There we go. I don't want it to crash out right here. I'm just going to skip again. I don't know if I needed to skip right here, but I didn't want to risk the taxi being the end of this mission and causing a problem for me. So I decided to skip right to shutdown. It's fun to taxi sometimes. It's fun to look around these airports because I've never been here. And it looks beautiful. As we were coming down on final, like it looked amazing. You can see the skyline in the background flying over the water. Very, very nice. But I just skipped because skip worked at the start and I wanted to make sure that I actually finished this and got my credit. So success. Unbelievable. First time in over a month that I've been able to finish one. Get my grades, 85%, 84. Not sure what the little hits would be for that, but regardless, put me up into the S and got pretty decent XP. And this is where things go wrong. Right now is where it would usually show the bonuses and, you know, the money that was made and things like that, but I got absolutely nothing. So I shortened this up quite a bit because I let it run for like 3 minutes. I'm trying to click around. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this, and I can't get anything to happen. I'm clicking, I'm trying to tab, I'm trying anything on the keyboard, the mouse, the controller, whatever. Nothing is happening. I can't escape out of this. I can't do anything. So I go back to the desktop, I force a quit, and I restart the sim to see, did I get credit for that, or did it actually make me fly the whole thing for another 0? And the first thing I see is this, which is a good sign because that's what I should have seen after landing. And I can look at the money, and it went up by 3 million, or just under 3, but no credit in the logbook. So it paid me. It gave me my rating. It bumped me up from A to S, but it didn't log it in the logbook. Oh, look at this. KM meters. 57,400 KM meters. Not sure who programmed that one in there, but let's just double check it. Okay, yeah, it's placed me back in the United States. That's good. I'm not stuck on that island. So that part worked. And yeah, I got credit for it. So I don't know if it was the skip or whatever it was, but I finally got a mission to work. So I'm happy with that. I'm not sure if anyone else has had any difficulty with career mode missions. I haven't seen too much complaint online, so it might have just been a me thing. And I don't know if it's to do with where I was starting from or the skip or what it was, but if anyone has anything that's, hung them up like this has for me for over a month, just please comment so I can learn from it and everybody else that's watching can too. Yeah, good to check in. It's been a while. Like, I like to put out videos more often, but I just couldn't every time. It would just crash the desktop. So apologies for not being around lately, but it's good to be back and say hello. So see you this Friday for the community fly-in. I think I'm gonna join in on that one. So if anyone's around, I think I might pop on the Discord. I didn't know that that was an option before, but I think this time I will. Hopefully I'll see some of you at that. And yeah, look forward to hearing from you in the comments. We'll talk to you later.